and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It is, of course, Thursday, September 30th, 2021. The end of the month draws near. Yeah, tomorrow is actually the first of October, making this the end of the month. And well, Wall Street is in for a bit of a bloody close to the month of September. What a bit of a late month downturn. In the same time, Dixie still managing to tick up yet again today, while Bitcoin had a nice little pump there. Even sent Bitfinex offline amidst the pretty exciting pump earlier today.
It wasn't a very large move. Why did it go down? I haven't seen that article yet.
Yeah, it wasn't too big of a move. I'll check out that piece in a moment. But indeed, guys, we pumped nearly 8% off the bottoms in the evening hours. So looking interesting out here as always. Bitcoin seemingly bucking the trend, but it makes you wonder how long until it catches up with what's going on in traditionalism across the wider markets. It seems like it's defying gravity right now, but it's about to come sinking in. I presume our analysts who are standing by right now are probably still sticking it out with their corrective outlook. How are you guys doing? We got Alex with us on the line. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Excellent. And Jason?
Yeah, I'm doing well. There's a couple continuation shorts that I posted into my signals yesterday that I did not end up taking. Just want to let people know that they were good signals, but glad I didn't on those continuations. In the past, I have seemed to get hammered by the continuation short, and glad that I didn't so far. But I mean, we're still not even above any baselines or anything, so it's kind of ridiculous to start flip-flopping on our narrative at this point. So yeah, I'm still bearish as of now until it proves me otherwise.
All right, brilliant. Jason, we'll check in with him in a few minutes, but for now, we are going to get the show started. We have, of course, fun-filled 90 minutes in store for you guys today. We are going to get into the news in just a moment. Before we, we'll take a look at the bubbles today. I swear every time I glance back at bubbles, looks just a little bit greener. Alts following in today's Bitcoin, Ethereum rally. Let me just very briefly flip my chart to Ethereum. Yeah, it followed Bitcoin very closely over the last 24 hours in this move up. Here we are above, well, just a hair under 3,000. And I guess the alts flipped over as well, so we're going to give the alts a look in a few minutes before, of course, we shout out the audience. Then we're going to get into the main analysis. Alex will take us through his daily scan of the markets before we get into your requests and open that DLive chest in the latter half of the show. All right, I say we get right into it. Have a few news pieces today, not too much. Let's go ahead and get into that. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm going to check the audio levels. I'm going to change potentially the playlist. Let me know if audio levels are good. Is the music audio good as well in the live chat? Should I turn up the music? Let us know. Here's the first piece from AMB Crypto. Bitcoin hits 44,000. Bitfinex goes offline again. One of the largest crypto exchanges, Bitfinex, halted trading early Thursday for over 3 hours. The centralized exchange tweeted that they're investigating issues with their platform and had to temporarily halt trading. Nearly 2 hours after freezing trades, the exchange noted, "Our intervention is nearing successful completion. We'll be returning to view only. Thank you for your patience," blah, 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 blah. All right, so yes, we had a bit of a price jump and Bitfinex goes down. Anybody else notice any outages amidst the, well, it's supposed to be not big of a pump, but knocked Bitfinex offline for at least a few hours. Let me know in the chat if you noticed anything else on your exchange over this pump. But yes, minor news. What can I say? We're ranging, we're ticking up. Life is good for now. Let's get into the next piece here. Institutional investors following millennials. This piece here from Being Crypto. Let's have a look. NFTs have emerged as a cultural storefront in the crypto sphere last year, and now institutional investors are following the so-called millennials and Generation X into the space. The influx of institutional investors in the blockchain and crypto industry is inevitable, said Ryan Wilkinson, co-founder in an athlete NFT ecosystem Block Asset. said in an interview. NFTs brought up novel possibilities in the curation and circulation of art and swayed fascinated endorsements from pop celebrities. Nike, Sony, Disney are some institutions leading the way as mainstream players harness the rockstar appeal of the next-gen technology. Right, so this article does go into how this is indeed becoming a bit of a cultural mainstay, a bit of a cultural phenomenon. And crypto was one thing, and I feel that as ridiculous as this sounds, people are paying money for JPEGs. In many ways, this is like more fun and exciting than even some ICO or some token. Like we've seen this model work and executed on other startups, other ICOs, other projects, and really, what are people really there excited about? The technology that few people can really comprehend, and yet these projects manage to stir up so much interest. Now imagine what happens in the NFT space among like common consumers. Like it isn't inherently like technological. They're non-fungible. They're pretty much art pieces. They're little collectibles that are going to get the average people excited. And I think this is why NFTs will in fact become a massive, I think, cultural phenomenon. We're kind of seeing it right now, and I think it's coming into fruition right now. I mean, what say you, gentlemen of the panel? I mean, I just went aped into some NFTs recently. Even Jason got into a couple NFTs recently.
Man, I am a BioPill holder.
Right?
Yep. And it is kind of crazy on when you get into these projects. I know Alex can speak to this, like just the ability to mint things for free once you're part of the project. Like it's kind of insane how the value of those gets driven up.
Right, they're calling that like mint passes now, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what it kind of amounts to in some cases. Yeah, it really is something different. It's like yet another space that's being innovated on thanks to blockchain tech. But I'll leave the link to the article below it. It's a little longer, and of course it does go into how indeed institutional investors are now following what was basically a millennial Gen X kind of phenomenon, even getting the attention of kind of the boomer crowd. Let's get into, well, here's speaking of NFT opportunities and indeed even big corporate players getting into the space. DC Comics is set to launch a Batman and Superman NFT series for free. Let's see here, keyword free, eh? That's not bad. How much is it going to cost to mint? Will you even successfully be able to mint? Give me 1 second, guys. I got it.
Some people get it for free, but you'll end up buying it for like $3,000.
Ah, I see. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys. 1 second. Gotta make a slight change over here. And let's get back into it. Let's turn up Alex's mic a little bit. I'm gonna turn him up to like 105%. That should be good, guys. Feedback always welcome. Let's continue here. American comic book publisher DC Comics partnered with Palm NFT Studio to launch its collection of NFTs. NFTs will feature superheroes like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and many more. In one of the largest and oldest U.S. comic book companies to get into NFTs, it's releasing a collection of superheroes. DC partner this time would be the blockchain network for culture and creativity, Palm NFT Studios. This is starting to read like a press release. Starting on, anybody heard of Palm NFT Studios? What network are they releasing this on? Starting on October 5th, the collectibles will be available to all new and existing registered members of the DC fandom, with the second one available for those who engage on social media channels. Alright, so really there's only 2 available, so fat chance of getting your hands on one, but still another indication of where this trend is going. And I think inevitably this will become oversaturated, gimmicky, played out, and it'll probably have a crash and fall of its own. But at the moment, I guess what I'm proposing here is that the water is still warm. Maybe it's still not too late to jump in. I feel like this is, as overheated as this is beginning to feel, at the same time, I'm conflicted. I feel like there's still so much more upside.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of really creative projects that drive the hype of whatever they're doing, because the possibilities are really
it's like that
whatever
TV show.
you can think, right? Like,
what's that animated show that they're doing now that's like NFT based? Alex, do you know what I'm talking about? I think it's from like the...
Isn't it Dan Harmon?
No.
The guy who makes
Alex knows about. He just mentioned it. Repeat that name again.
I don't think it's NATGAS. It's Stoner Cats. It's the name of the show. It's like
Oh, Stoner Cats. Yeah, I know that.
Right, that's the one.
You
like
get
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Exactly, and I think they're releasing the shows with some kind of NFT format as well, so it kind of goes to show you where it's going. Alex, you're kind of coming in a little muted, so just make sure your mic is...
Well, I'm just mumbling because I don't like that I know the answer.
Understood. All right, let's continue, guys. So yes, good luck. Let me know if you do pick up maybe one of the lucky winners of this DC Comics. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some official DC Batman NFT in my collection, I suppose. I mean, I was never a collector until I started getting into collecting NFTs. Go figure. Trust Nodes piece here titled Robinhood CEO. He sold AMC before restrictions, court documents allege. All right, so apparently might be under the purview of the securities regulators. Let's see here. Robinhood Securities President and CEO James Schwartzwat sold stocks on AMC prior to implementing the position close only policy, the PCO policy, according to class action lawsuit against Robinhood. Right, the claimants allege the CEO was appointed to make the ultimate call to PCO. It says in an internal chat on just January 26th. Yeah, he's here. They caught him red-handed. Here's in this call. He said, "I sold my MC today, FY. Tomorrow morning we're moving GME to 100%, so you are aware." All right, so I guess at the heart of this matter is Robinhood. You know, guys, if you remember, in the midst of the whole Wall Street bets debacle and the supposed even threat to the system, Robinhood had to kind of throw the circuit breakers, so to speak. They had to flip AMC trading to position close only, right? So people could only close and get out, couldn't get in, pump it any harder. And of course, the CEO, what does he do? Well, he gets out ahead of this news with his own personal holdings. So I guess in this class action lawsuit, the details have all been spilled, including the call where I guess he outed himself. I guess you should be a little more subtle when you, I guess, engage. I'm not sure if this is quite insider trading, but it seems kind of like insider trading. So there you go, Robinhood users. Not only did you probably feel wrecked from a lot of different market moves, even their own COO is kind of pulling the switch and selling at a timely opportunity. The AMC drama, I'm sure, will be worthy of a Netflix documentary one day, if not already. Let's go ahead and get into another piece here, guys. We are, of course, just breezing through these articles very lightly today. If you want to look any closer, of course, links for these will be in the description below. Here's one from Crypto Slate titled "Paying for Taco Bell with Dogecoin Could Soon Become a Reality." Verifone and BitPay have announced a partnership that would allow consumers to pay for goods using crypto. Okay, I thought this was particularly with Taco Bell. Next time you're buying Taco Bell, you could be... Nope. All right.
This is like this. I think this might be a
pure
press release.
Pure marketing fluff press release. Yes, I'm sure some company out there will provide a payment terminal, say payment service terminal type service thingy. Good luck to these two companies doing it. Let's skip this particular piece for now. Coinbase to be acquired by a big traditional bank in the future, says Scaramucci. Head of New York-based investment firm Skybridge Capital has said in the future traditional banks may be eyeing the leading crypto exchange Coinbase for a takeover. Yeah, I guess this didn't really occur to me, but now that someone mentioned it, maybe this will in fact be the fate of Coinbase. Will one of these declining banks, or I mean, not a declining bank, but a bank in declining, conditions. Will someone buy Coinbase, or will it end up being that Coinbase binds a traditional bank? How will it end up working? Scaramucci, in this case, believes traditional banks will take an interest in Coinbase-like ventures, at least. He made this known interview with Bloomberg, in which he predicted that one of the leading banks will eventually buy the exchange giant. If not that, he follows up the fact that it might be a crypto-related venture. He believes that their motive will be tailored around wanting to make a transformation that would happen faster than he had initially expected it to happen. He added that investors are beginning to consider multiple options in terms of their directive, as hedge funds now are testing private equity and venture capital ecosystem. Of course, he's a managing partner, and he says, quote, "It's probably more like 3 years than 3 months. If you're looking at it from an investor perspective and you believe crypto assets are an asset class, why wouldn't a Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley be in that business?" He said in an interview. All right, indeed, Coinbase, he predicting a Coinbase takeover purchase by a major banking financial institution within 3 to 5 years. Maybe a
That's a
reason.
perfect example of adapt or die. Banks are realizing that the game's changing.
Indeed. Coinbase now public for the last few months, and its future
One we
could be.
haven't looked at in a while.
Maybe we'll check in on that in a few minutes. Let's see the time here. About 20 after. A couple more quick news stories. We'll get into the next segment. This one comes from Black Crypto. Supposed 17-year-old artist sells $138,000 worth of fake NFTs and then disappears. Well, let this be a cautionary tale, guys. Don't let our excitement over NFTs with the earlier story put you off your guard, because in this case, here's an example of at least some investors getting wrecked. Popular Solana, great, go figure. The cash grab went to Solana. Popular Solana-based NFT project was rugged today by its creator. They took about $140,000 and failed to deliver the artwork, and they deleted their Twitter account. A supposed 17-year-old 3D digital artist performed what's known in crypto lingo as a rug pull, failing to deliver on a project and disappearing with all the money. The rug in question was an NFT project called Iconics. It promised to deliver 8,000 NFTs focused on, quote, quality art. This sounds a little too familiar. The artwork took the form of 3D renders of figurines from the chest up, and around 14 artworks were presented in the Discord channel as examples. Today, some of the NFTs were supposed to be sold in the pre-sale. 2,001 NFTs went up for sale for about half a sol each. To those who had access, the website went live, the NFT started minting, and very quickly sold out. But instead of the artwork, all the buyers received were random collections of emojis instead. Wow, so this really does add insult to injury. Even mockingly gives you...
They're kind of mocking you.
But I mean, to be fair, I mean, maybe some people could be delivered this...
I mean, that's basically what loot is.
Right.
Yeah, that looks like
different?
that looks better than loot.
I don't know about that. Luke's is kind of a classic minimalist interface. So let's not denigrate my investments here. But
Oh boy. You know, so maybe you can't say...
That wouldn't surprise me if it was a real NFT, right?
Exactly, that's the thing. So you can't say that he might not have delivered on the figurines, but hey, you got something. Maybe this will go down in the future as a future, must-have piece. But I doubt
Price
it.
floor just hit 5 ETH.
Let's have a look here. They just rugged. Someone wrote pre-sale for 2K. A lot of people are wrecked. Lessons learned. Sorry to anybody who took the L here. Well, that sucks. Yes, that one must be painful. It appears the artist made away with
see all the volume coming in on Incognito, man?
Yeah, it really turned up because we're doing really good lately, dude. Some big people
No, it
starting
turned up specifically today.
Oh, well, there was one very big Twitter user who came through. Our Twitter campaign was successful. He took notice of the comments. The army rolled through, and then he came back a day later and said, "Yo, I took a closer look at these guys' project. They're pretty sick. Check them out." And I think we've been doing really good since. So, marketing, media, it all comes together in the end, gentlemen. Let's keep it rolling though. Enough shilling NFTs, guys. This is really turning into like cracking NFT.com.
Oh yeah, your price floor jumped quite a bit today, huh? Nice.
Maybe a touch, yes. Life is good, gentlemen. Let's keep the ball rolling. Victims of the rug have created their own Discord channel, discuss what happened, and try to continue the projects. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, Solana Iconics. May she rest in peace. F in the chat. Today, a French politician proposes a simplified taxation regime for cryptocurrencies. Let's see what this proposal. French politician Pierre Persson has laid out his plan for simplifying cryptocurrency taxes in France. Paying for goods or services with crypto usually constitutes a tax obligation since digital transfers or digital assets have to be converted into fiat. Persson, however, wants to put an end to tax-compliant headaches. Given that companies like PayPal and Visa are actively becoming part of the crypto economy, this MP has proposed not taxing crypto payments if their sum does not exceed 3,000 euros. This means that people will be able to spend digital assets with the help of popular crypto cards and other services without creating taxable events. Right, so here is his proposal on Twitter: Visa, PayPal, MasterCard. This would allow them general. Yeah, my French is not that great, but the simple idea is simple, right? The smaller payment processors smaller payment processors who deal with the smaller transactions, sub 3,000 euros. So that's about what, $5,000 USD, 5,000 USD or less purchases, not even taxable. That would be a great way to stimulate the economy with all this latent crypto in the space. I don't know. On the face of it, initially, I say this is not horrible idea, especially if you want to promote I guess not just the spending of these currencies, but I guess this is really beneficial, I think, to the likes of someone like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, or any of these like BitPays or any of these payment processors. This would be really good. Like, we're already seeing them break into the space. Having a provision like this where, end user doesn't have to feel like they're going to be having the tax authorities come after them for their little shopping spree at the mall that day with their crypto on their card. That would be great. This would stimulate, like I say, consumer spending and adoption. Let's see here. One final piece. What say you? One final piece. Canada gets its first Bitcoin and Ethereum multi-crypto ETF. The U.S. falls further behind its northern neighbor on crypto acceptance. Canada just approved the first combined Bitcoin and Ethereum trading fund. It's called the Evolve ETF, and it's a Canadian ETF provider. It's just launched Canada's first multi-crypto exchange traded fund. Products backed by two of the largest cryptocurrencies, led by market cap, Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, crazy. The us Canucks up here north of the border beat you boys to the punch. See you later, suckers. I'm heading over to the Evolve ETF. Canada soaring past U.S. on crypto acceptance and many others. Yeah, Canada is considered a high-tech nation with, high penetration of high-speed internet, high education, high-tech kind of society. It's about what you'd expect, and hence this is maybe why we're getting our own ETF, baby. Enough gloating about that. One last tab here is titled Visa unveils a layer 2 network for stablecoin central bank currencies. Very interesting. Visa revealed an ambitious play to build a universal hub for stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. Man, this is a great play to be making right now for Visa, at least. Let's see here. In brief, Visa wants to build a universal hub to exchange stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. It's calling it the proposal. They're calling the proposal Layer 2 a universal payments channel, and the project is still in its early stages. And here's a little visual of it. This is the one payment network to rule them all. What we do certainly need is maybe more cross-compatibility, cross-communication across these chains. Many projects are trying to tackle this right now, but indeed, maybe something like a big private sector juggernaut like Visa may very well be the one. Like we just talked about in the previous article, a big wave of adoption will come when people have the crypto in their wallets and can readily spend it at some of these payment terminals, at these processors. The future, the adoption, the change in just basic fintech infrastructure is happening before our eyes, guys. And this article and this story about Visa and their Layer 2 network kind of demonstrates that. All right, enough gab on the news. We've gone half an hour, and it's really time to get into the next segment, guys. Let's see what's happening in the bubble space today. What is happening in alts? Well, like I said, it's a pretty green day. Couple decent gainers, excuse me. All right, all right, let's have a look. Quantum up 14%. Omizigo up a little over 11% today. Luna up 8%, and AMP, the Ampleforth, I think, token is up 11.7%. And a smattering of other tokens up a little over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9%. So it's a pretty green day. BCHA and Comp really the only big losers today, about 13 and 7% respectively to the downside. But a bit of an uptick. Here we were kind of hanging over a precipice just yesterday. A little bit of a move wandered up, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not convinced of anything too bullish. We are above that EMA 200, but I'll save the TA for a little bit on Bitcoin. Let the boys get into that. All right, there's your quick look at bubbles. Let's go ahead and get into Restream. What's happening in the live chat? Ron Logano, shoutouts to you on YouTube. First in the live chat today, Ron. Alex1233 on DLive. See you as well, saying drop the beat. Yes, the intro beat was dropped. Jonah loves the show on DLive. Hello, peeps. What's the crack? Everybody crush. Okay, yes. What is cracking? And hope everyone's crushing the markets. Prophet Bear on YouTube, Sub CC family. Shoutouts to Prophet Bear, Benjal over on YouTube. Let's get the show going. Well, let's do it. Prophet Bear, how the heck do we keep bouncing off of 40.8K? Maybe because the break.
Seems like we bounced down here quite a bit.
Yeah, maybe we're not going to go down. After all, Prophet Bear, maybe this is it. This is the dip. This is the floor, and we're going to the moon directly from here. So collect your $200 and pass go. Mr. Ether, Robert Warner, my re-entry is looking really good so far. Your re-entry. Do tell us more, Mr. Ether. Wayne.
Yesterday, he said he got back in, remember?
Ooh, yes. I'm back in my mind, Mr. Ether, and what his position is in and out of the market is, kind of weighing on me a little bit. Because I too have been watching this price area we're at right now, along with like the 200 EMA, and man, it's really hanging on to it. Somebody doesn't want to let this go. Let's see a couple more comments. We'll get into the next segment. Wayne requesting Monero. Hang tight, get into that. My VPS went down last night for a bit too. I see. Franklin MC, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to Franklin. Jonah, love the show. Did Crypto.com go down this morning UK time? Because I did log in. Dude, apparently did. Wouldn't be surprised. Bitfinex had a outage, and then the other exchanges likely did too. Curious matter, isn't it? Dave Rice on YouTube, big shout outs to you. Jonah, love the show. Already mentioned, I think my shorts feel a bit liquidy. All right.
Well, that sounds like you have some high leverage, my friend, because we haven't made that big of a price movement.
It's true. We have not wandered up all that much, but I get it. Jonah, love the show. Does anybody own any Bitcoin stamps minted by the Australian Post Office? No, never heard of Bitcoin stamps. Might have to Google that in a moment.
A stamp collector,
yes.
A digital stamp collector.
Yeah, I guess they were ahead of the curve, but not far enough to NFT it or something. Polly B, shoutouts to you on DLive. We're still so early, peeps, in this game. Indeed, we are early adopters. And Franklin MC on DLive is the final comment for now, writing, "I'm holding." Well, God bless you, good sir. Hodl on, guys. What do we got next? There is, of course, the live comments. What do we got to get into next? I think the TA must begin. We got to get into it. Alex, if you could be so kind, flip your stream live. Take us through the latest happenings in the market. As for the rest of you, drop your requests down below in the chat. I am going to be collecting them for this next segment. All right, Alex is live. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, just connected to him. Currently looking at the BitMEX daily chart. Looks like everything is a go. As I said earlier, guys, do kindly drop your requests in below. We'll be getting to the AMA portion in about 30 minutes or less. In the meantime, Alex, you have the floor. Be right back.
Interesting price action overnight. It was kind of a nice little bounce here, but we had a bigger bounce last week and a bigger one before this one, and earlier in the week. So these are actually currently these are all smaller. These are all lower highs. So we're not impressed yet. We haven't broken the downtrend yet. As you can see, there's still room for us to break down from this spot. So I'm definitely not longing this. We look over here at Ethereum. Ethereum's having a really hard time staying above $3,000. Again, I'm not saying that we can't break up here. Certainly, we've put a lot of attempts here to make a lower low, and we haven't. We could still see a swing up here, but even if we did get a swing up, I think I would be looking to short that swing for more downside. I'm just not buying it, guys. I'm just not buying it.
Literally not buying it.
Yes, I'm literally not buying it. So, Ethereum here. I don't see any reason along it. We're not above our daily baseline. We're not above our downtrend. We haven't really done much here, guys. It's not time yet. If we break the trend, if we break the downtrend here, then we're going to be able to get long, and it's going to be fantastic. We'll at least be able to take it up back towards 4,000, maybe up to the 4,100 range. It'll be great. We'll all make money. We'll laugh. We'll sing songs. We'll have a campfire. There'll be s'mores. It'll be amazing. But until we get some kind of confirmation, I'm not looking to catch this knife. I don't want it. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the rest of the crypto markets here. Bitcoin dominance, more sideways, still seems to be finding support in this spot. I'm still biased long here. So is time transformation. Here we are slowly working our way over the weekly baseline here. I think there's a lot to suggest that Bitcoin dominance is probably going to move up here. Now, whether that's a big move by Bitcoin to the upside, and then the alts kind of lag, or everything moves to the downside and alts take it on the chin harder. I can't really say for sure, but I think this chart's really suggestive that Bitcoin, you're either going to be safer being flat or in Bitcoin coming up soon. I don't know how exactly it will happen. As bearish as I have been on the markets, I gotta say this is not a bad place to be picking up Uniswap perp, right? At the very least, I think we could come back up and try and retest our moving average from below here. We're pretty overextended from this moving average, actually. See, we held close to it a lot of this time here. Well, maybe not in this spot. We kind of wait for it to catch up here. Maybe we could go sideways and wait for it to catch up on the way down. But either way, if I was in a short here, I'd be taking pretty heavy profits. Maybe I should feel the same about alts here. In this. No, we don't have the break of the downtrend yet. I just don't think it makes sense to really push hard into this reversal. DeFi perp is up like a 1.5% today. Why if the markets are getting bullish, why didn't we see DeFi perp move up more? Everybody loves DeFi shit. Maybe this makes sense here for confluence with with our downtrend. We come up, we retest the downtrend, we retest horizontal resistance here, 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 here. So right up in this area, we reject. Big leg down. Maybe that could make sense here. Maybe we move up for the next few days. That's not a very good line. We gotta fix this line. It's probably more accurate. This isn't a bad spot to be a buyer, right? So support. We're still below this downtrend right here, but this one we've broken. I think we could push up. We could push up towards this area before getting more downside. Something like this, I guess. Maybe I'm just too bearish in this spot. I mean, you guys know I'm a famous bear. Well, it doesn't hurt to wait for the confirmation, right? We don't need to catch the knife in this spot, guys. If we break up here, it's probably going to be something really incredible. If we really break the downtrend, we really break above our daily baselines. Yeah, it could be. What if we've got it goes for weeks, right?
Yep.
That'd be something. We don't need to buy the exact bottom. I think it makes sense to exercise some discretion. To me, this feels like we're still under resistance. Same here on alt perp. We're looking at this as resistance, support. Oh, here we are underneath resistance again. That being said, we're just holding this downtrend right now. Okay, so crypto markets up, dollar down, right? Dollar sideways. This is looking like it's showing some strength here.
Right.
Okay, so dollar sideways, traditional markets sideways. What's going on with traditional markets?
Oof.
Oh, traditional markets down today. Oof.
Quite a candle.
Definitely following through on this continuation short signal that we had. Very weak looking right now. That's kind of ugly, right?
Certainly not looking strong.
I can see us pushing down to maybe 335, but after that, I would expect another move up. We got more sideways ahead of us. Remember, let's take a look at this from a. We had been following along with this for the Wyckofian distribution pattern. Let's pull that back out. So yeah, we're essentially looking for another move up towards 345-ish area. I'd probably right around here where we see this gap form. So we come up, we retest that again, and we reject. So thinking a little bit more follow through here. We come to this area, then here, maybe, or maybe up here. I'm not sure. Something like that. So yeah, we're gonna see if we see it trading sideways near the bottom here. That's gonna be the sign of weakness that we're looking for right here. Where's our support lines? Whoops. Probably something like this. Yeah. So let's all agree we really can't close below this area. If we do, we're in deep trouble. I mean, I think we're already in deep trouble, but it's like confirmation of the deepness of our trouble, I guess you could say. All right, so probably more downside on the Dow, at least in the near termish. Maybe not for the rest of the week. Maybe we could close out Friday strong, but I wouldn't be a buyer in that spot. I would just be looking to short any movements upwards that we get here. A little bit more sideways here on the NASDAQ. We gap up, move up a little bit, and then trade down for the rest of the day. I think it might make more sense to see a retest of this resistance area. I think a little bit more sideways might make sense in this spot. So we test this, and then after we reject from that, it's straight down. This is probably too long. I bet it's a quick movement up and then a quick movement down. S&P, more downside, not a great look. Again, I think we could move up to retest resistance, but that's really an opportunity for you to short more. I would very heavily be looking to short any movements up into this area. I mean, look at that break. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's not bullish. Come on. Well, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the world markets here. Gold finding some support in an interesting spot. Doesn't look nearly as bad as it did yesterday. I'm certainly not willing to long this, but I'd be closing out. If I was in a short, I'd be closing it out and just kind of waiting to see what happens. Silver, I wouldn't be a buyer here on this new low. I would wait to see what happened. Oops. Palladium, at this point, we're so close to our target area. I would probably be most of the way out of my position at this point. And platinum moving off of our secondary buy area here. That'd be kind of funny if we got pushed out of this position and then it did just move right off of our second buy zone. Not funny, haha, but eh. At this point, it looks like we're just not going to get this breakup on copper. If we really close below this area, we'll look to take a measured move all the way down towards $3.50. It's not a great look that we're starting to threaten to close below our uptrend here. If we get back below $77 on BCO, then I would consider that a sign to short again. The nature of parabolic moves is that price has to get stronger. If price starts looking weaker and starts closing back underneath resistance, that's a sure sign that you've experienced a reversal, right? If price was strong, price would be going up still, right? That's the whole point. Corn.
Getting faded on you?
Maybe I just like did it too tightly here. Well, we don't have this breakout yet. I thought we did, but now it looks like maybe I had the line drawn incorrectly. Well, we'll let it set for another day or so. If it starts to close back down, then we'll just exit at a very tiny loss, and we'll just wait to see what happens. Man, natural gas is so volatile right now. I guess maybe natural gas can keep going. I thought we were pulling back here, but I guess not. We'll see. Aha. We didn't get the break. And now I think it's safe to say that you would not want to long soybeans. And that's why we wait for confirmation, guys. Sugar looks phenomenal here for a long. I'd be willing to take that. Holding the uptrend. World markets, Australia looking bad. China showing a little strength today. This is what we're expecting. France looks bad. Singapore, rotten. It's an interesting spot for Hong Kong, but I think probably more downside. UK, should we pull the trigger again? We'll wait for it to like turn over. But I see this move back up toward resistance as an opportunity to kind of add to this this position right here. Okay, I feel much more confident in India pulling back here. This looks good for continued pullback. Japan, we all saw this coming at resistance. Netherlands, more downside ahead here. I just don't see any strength. Taiwan attempting to find some support and failing. Got sold into all day today. And then bonds showing some recovery. 5-year, 2-year, 10-year. A little bit of sideways on the 30-year, but this is a potential area of support. This is kind of an interesting order block here. And of course, the Russell 2000 looking pretty rough here. Well, guys, that's world markets. I say to you, not much has really changed this week. All the markets look about as bad as they did earlier in the week, and crypto pumped a little bit today. It was nice, but it's not a lot, and it wouldn't take much to sell it all off again. I just want more surety if I'm going to long this spot, considering how bearish things look on traditional markets, right?
No kidding.
Okay. What's next?
Well, what's next is the request line, guys. It is, well, not even 2 o'clock, but we're going to get right into the requests right here, right now. Putting the first one on screen, we have Wayne on YouTube writing, can you look at XMR USD, please? All right, Monero is first.
You know, to my eyes, that looks like a trend break to the upside. Let's draw this out. Trend break to the upside. We're back above the daily baseline here. This is an area of support that I have marked out. Wada Tar is not really there yet. We're just not quite ready to take a long at this spot yet. But I don't have the same complaints that I do about a lot of the other charts that we've looked at so far. We are above the daily baseline here. We did break the downtrend. Maybe we can at least move back up and retest $300. It'd be a nice 20% move. Nothing to sneeze at. So kind of looking at this area right here. I don't think you'd be crazy for taking that trade, but we could move up and then slam back down here and even make like a slightly newer low here before moving up. So this may not be the exact moment to take this. Maybe wait until we cross zero and Wada Atar is happy with it. We'll see. But I don't dislike Monero here. What's next?
All right, big shout outs to Wayne for the Monero request opening up today's request line. Let's get into the next one. We have the following here for Van Morrison of the DLive chat requesting AEON and Monero. Well, we just looked at Monero, so let's give AEON a look.
I haven't looked at AEON in forever. Oh my God.
AEON, sorry, AEON would be AEON, that AEON.
I also have not looked at AEON in AEON. So.
Right.
Well, we never really did make it over this area of resistance. We just kind of filled it in here and fell. I say more downside, most likely. I don't want to be a buyer unless we close back above, I guess like 65 cents, really. 65 cents on the weekly. If you close back above that area, I'd be a buyer. But if we moved up here, I would just be looking to short this area unless we close back above it. So, yeah, I don't want it. I don't like AEON here. What was the other one?
It was Monero, but we've already looked at Monero, so big shout outs to Van Morrison. There is your look at AEON. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. What do we have here? It comes from Jonah, love the show, says, could we have a look at Udo? Anybody checked out Unido? It looks interesting, and they have an app and running. It would be nice to see it charted. Okay, so the ticker symbol is UDO. The project named.
I'll assume this is a Uniswap token.
Yeah, let's go look.
Yeah. You know, this is actually kind of a beautiful chart in a lot of ways. In a sense, I do feel that this is likely to, at some point, move up really strongly here. I don't know if this is the week where it does it. Maybe it makes sense. So we see momentum waning here. Big candle, medium candle, smaller candle, small candle with a wick. that pushes into this area. Do we get reversal candle here? We could move up very quickly if we do reverse here at this spot. Maybe it doesn't make sense to wait for the up candle, because if we do, we could, it could be like a 50% one, straight to 15 cents. I mean, things are so volatile at this price. I like the chart. I think this could probably do really well. I don't know if this is the spot to pick it up in. Maybe we could move all the way back down towards 6 cents. That's a 40% drop from here. It's not nothing. Like, it's a very volatile spot. But you can do worse than buying at 10 cents. I feel like even if we push down into this area, we'll then move back up and make new highs. I think you could probably rest assured that if you held this for at least a couple months, you'd make money off of it at this spot. Anyway, good luck. It's not a bad trade. Maybe you should just wait until we get the 3-day long signal here from Fisher. And maybe that would make the most sense here. So we just get that, and then we're like, oh, okay, so it's an easy sign. Maybe look to start taking profits first at 50 cents, but we could blow through that. I don't really know.
Alright, shout out to Joan. I love the show. There is your look at interesting chart. Thank you very much for that one. Let's go ahead and get to the next request. In that case, we have the following for Wayne. Can you also look at Dutch Brothers? Yes, this is a traditional, and its ticker symbol is BROS. BROS.
Bro.
I know. That's a good. I want to take the company over just for that ticker.
Okay.
Wah wah.
Way too soon.
I suppose, in a sense, this is not a bad place to be a buyer, maybe. But I wouldn't buy here. This is just not enough data. I think there's a good chance we could land back down here. Maybe you should wait for a gap fill. Maybe be a buyer closer to like $40. We just get this gap fill and then we move. Yeah, I don't see any reason to be a buyer in this spot this is basically mostly unretested support. It's held once, twice, and then will it hold a third time? We don't even know. I'll tell you what, maybe the best way to handle this is keep track of the downtrend. If we break the downtrend, then look to take it to the long side. Other than that, it's not enough information. What's next?
Do you guys know what Dutch Brothers is?
No. And ultimately, I guess it doesn't really matter.
It's some new American coffee chain that's supposedly blowing up. They're saying it's the next Starbucks. Well, make of that what you will.
Sure, they wrote that press release themselves.
Yeah, well, there's a synopsis of some stuff I browsed here, but yeah, supposedly I don't know what the excitement is about, but yes, they're bustling in supposedly on their aspiration is to be the next Starbucks. Dutch Brothers, that is at least the hype that they're trying to shill this Thursday afternoon. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. Big shout outs to Wayne bringing us Dutch Brothers. Possibly a new household name in coffee to be. Let's have a look. Jordan Stotts, Ethereum Classic USD. Do you have any entry exit areas? 44 to 48 range? Question mark. All right. Ethereum Classic.
He said he's looking for exit areas.
He's asking for a good entry / exit area. So I guess by exit maybe he means.
Yeah, I mean that's not really. You can't ask for both things. Like, which is it that you're looking for?
I'm guessing.
I would say give him estimated entry.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a bad place to consider that we might be able to get a bounce from Ethereum Classic here. We may be breaking this downtrend. I would just, if we did, I would. This is, well, we've already tested this area a few times. I mean, if we broke down, I would look to be a buyer at a new low. I'd probably be a buyer down in this area, down near $30. And if we move up here, I don't really know where we move up to. Maybe it just makes sense to look for a retest of this spot, where we've got support here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance. We move up, we retest it, we reject, move down. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for on the other charts. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what I got. What's next?
All right, shout out to Jordan's Thoughts. There is your look at Ethereum Classic. Here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to go stock the DLive chest in just a moment here. I'll introduce the next request and then, yes, prepare the DLive chest for opening. So get ready, DLivians. That chest opening comes your way in about a minute or two. In the meantime, let's introduce the next request. Here we go. We have the following for Crypto Cats on DLive. Hey, could you take a look at Solana and ACH? Okay, Solana first.
Yeah, it's what we were talking about yesterday. This spot looks ripe for a reversal. Come up and retest resistance somewhere. I'm not sure where. But I think it could make sense to be long in this spot. I would be out at a new low, like if we close below 125. And I'd probably be looking to pick it back up near like $90, $100. Otherwise, take a long here and look to get out maybe near 175 or when we start getting near the daily baseline. But this is not a bad spot. What's next?
All right, well, what's next is I'm going to prepare to distribute the rewards, guys. The lemons have been deposited. All I gotta do now is hit distribute, which I will do in about 30 seconds time. Here's your heads up. Introducing CryptoCat's second half of his request has to do with ACH. Let's do ACH, and I'm gonna
What's ACH?
That's the request. ACH is the coin.
Okay, so is it the token, the aluminum corporation?
Yeah,
I don't know ACH.
It's Alchemy Pay. ACH.
Okay.
Crypto. Yes, gotta go click distribute now. Get ready.
I don't really see anything special about this. I don't know. Maybe we could move up here. Look, we're still below the daily baseline, and we haven't broken the downtrend. And like I say, I normally like to buy things before they move 8,000%, not after they move 8,000%. And so generally, I wouldn't want to take Alchemy Pay anywhere, right? Someone else just took like a whole bunch of profits, like right in my face here. I'm not interested in being a buyer, most likely.
Well, then.
Being said, if we break the downtrend, then we could move up. That's what it means. Next.
Big shout outs to Franklin MC taking the top spot in today's lemon giveaway. Rhino TD and Jonah love the show taking the 2 and 3 spot. Crypto Cats and David Rice 4 and 5. Thank you very much for everybody who participated in today's lemon giveaway. Let's go ahead and continue into the next request. What do we have remaining on today's board? This is one of the last requests log. It's from Xavier on YouTube. He asks, have you looked at XRP already? Don't think we did.
No. Why would we? XRP is not doing much of anything, and it looks like almost everything else we've looked at. Maybe we could bounce here. I think we'll reject, and then we've got more downside. There's stronger looking charts. Yada yada. There's really nothing special about this chart. What's next?
All right, big shout outs to Jonah Love the Show coming through with a diamond super chat on DLive. Much thanks. That does help keep our
Lights on.
Yeah, yes, the coffers well stocked with lemons. We also got another diamond earlier from NATGAS, or was that from yesterday? Did I scroll all the way up to? Yes, I did. I scrolled really far up to yesterday's diamonds. But thank you to Jonah Love the Show for that one, and everybody else depositing their diamonds and their lemons. Let's go ahead and continue, guys. Well, that was actually your look at the last request of the day. We're just 10 after the hour. Maybe we'll wind the show down a little earlier, guys. Let me quickly reference the live chat, see if I'm missing any requests, but I don't believe we are. Any word said PFIZER, but I think you were just talking trash about PFIZER. I'm not sure if you actually wanted us to look at the stock.
Definitely not looking at PFIZER.
Alright, we're not looking at PFIZER. I gave it a shot. Well, here we go. PFIZER it is. But otherwise, that's it for requests, guys. Out of curiosity, maybe PFIZER was a request. What do we see? Ooh.
This isn't a bad place to look to pick up a reversal, right? So here we've got resistance, 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 resistance. We break, we make new highs, we come back down, and we retest the area of resistance. So I'd be willing to be a buyer here, and then if we broke back below $41, then I just exit. And I'm like, okay, well, we got that one wrong, and just to kind of take that. But this is not a bad low risk spot for that reason.
And there you have it. There's your last request of the day, everybody.
When you look at this on the monthly, though, this looks like it could kind of be a blow off top. Especially because the monthly ends in like an hour and a half, and we'll get this exit signal. So maybe it's like the wrong time to be buying stocks and stuff. Look at this. Oh, boom. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe we just retested resistance and rejected. Something to think about.
Yep, brilliant observations as always. But that's it. That was the last request of today. Even got PFIZER across the line at the last second. Big shout out to Any Word for that one. But I think it's about time to wrap things up for this Thursday installment of Breaking Bitcoin.
Why are you getting farther and farther away, man?
Me?
Yes.
That's really weird, dude. I don't know.
There you go.
All right. Maybe just whatever. Well, let's keep it rolling. I'm not going to allow Alex to distract me. But indeed, this is where the Thursday installment comes to a wrap. We are going to, of course, return tomorrow for the Friday Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Excuse me. What do we got left? Yeah, we're going to put this up on screen here. Just a little reminder, everybody, check out premium.krakencryptocurrency.com for all our education material and all the other value-added stuff. Pathways to Profits course, our proprietary indicator suite, and so much more. Highly encourage you to check out premium.krakencryptocurrency.com. And yeah, check out our new content channel on Discord as well. Good channel to subscribe to if you are the type that want to catch the replay and get all the timestamps. As soon as the timestamps go out, I usually push an update to that channel, notifying everyone of as such. Easily reference some of the many charts that Alex looks over, not just today, but on a regular basis. So shout outs to him. This is it, the last episode of September for 2021. What's the market's gonna have in store after today's close? Surely exciting as always. Final words to our analysts before we get out of here.
I'm sorry, I got nothing. Trade safely, guys.
Trade safe.
Yeah, trade safely. Just let the market prove to you where it's going to go. It's kind of right in between right now.
Oh,
Like Alex said earlier, you don't have to catch it. You don't have to be catching these knives. There will be time. If we break the trend, we'll see it, and we'll likely either get long at that position or wait for a pullback to test resistance. I mean, and if we break down, we break down. So I think it's just time to be patient right now.
Wait and see, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good Thursday afternoon. Peace out.
Bye.
That's the stuff.
you.